All right, we live.
All right. Shabbat Shalom. This is the brothers from GMS Louisiana Saints New Orleans camp with another Shabbat lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh.
Yahweh
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled and teach well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. Shabbat Shalom. And with this Shabbat lesson, we're pretty much just going to get into the benefits and the glorious and good things to look forward to when we're in the kingdom of heaven. Because right now, we're prophesying about the downfall of this society and all the calamities and big trouble to come. But hey, first and foremost for the elect, and then for the rest of the nation of Israel, when the 2/3 are reborn righteous through the loins of the elect, it's going to be peace and harmony for eternity. So those are definitely something to think about and dwell on, because we know that getting past these hard afflictions to come, which are quickly coming, it's nothing but beauty, happiness, and joy to look forward to. Hey, the curses are going to be off of us. They're going to be on our enemies. They're going to be on our enemies, and especially on the Edomites 2 times more. And we're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in us, and everything's going to be turned right side up. There's going to be clean air again, clean water, clean food. They're going to be back in the right estate. Our minds are going to be back in our right estate. And even though these heathens are going to be under subjection to us, hey, they're going to be under the law, statutes, and commandments. So everything's going to be working in harmony as it was always supposed to back in the Garden of Eden. So we're just going to get straight into it with Isaiah 65, start at verse 17.
It's Isaiah 65 and 17. It says, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not remember nor come into mind."
As it says, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth." Hey, beginning with New Jerusalem coming down from those chariots, the elect coming back to the face of the earth, and then setting everything back in order. New heavens and new earth. Hey, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yasharallah, the kingdom of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai being established for eternity, as it says at the end, and the former things won't be remembered. Hey, a lot of brothers contemplate, or even anybody else will contemplate sometimes, just how can I imagine life being like how it isn't now? Well, hey, when you're in the kingdom of heaven with the law, statutes, and commandments in you, the curses off of you, and seeing how everything's supposed to be run, this is going to seem like a bad nightmare. After a certain point, you're not even going to remember it anymore.
That's right. It says, but ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy.
Again, Israel being in perfect peace and harmony. As it'll say later on, there'll be no more weeping, and there'll be wiping away of tears, because there'll be nothing to be sad about anymore. We're going to be in rulership. We're never going to go into captivity again, and we're going to have a new spiritual bodies where you're never going to get sick, you're never going to get old, anything like that. And you won't have to worry about hiding who you are or trying to step through a wicked society. Everything's going to be made to order for the nation of Israel, and everybody's going to have to do in lockstep what we have to say and what the law, statutes, and commandments are.
You going precept?
You got it.
This Zephaniah 3 and 19. It says, "Behold," you know what? Let me get it in here real fast.
And can somebody get me hold for me Revelation 21 verse 4, Baba Kasha?
Oh, I think somebody has it.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
This Zephaniah 3 and 19, it said, "Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflicted thee, and I will save her that had gathered. I will save her that halted, and gathered her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame."
Hey, and we're already seeing that praise and fame begin right now. Hey, you got it to the point to where the Hebrew Israelites have become a household name. It's to the point to where you've got these 2/3 celebrities talking about it. And people passing by the street will see you and say, "Oh, that's just those Hebrew Israelites preaching the Bible." But wait till even on this side, when those spiritual powers hit for some brothers, and these people start to see us maneuver through Jacob's trouble, then that praise and fame is going to come. And as it said, what did it say about gathering those that were casted away?
It says, I will save her that halted and gathered her that was driven out.
Hey, and we're being gathered spiritually right now. As it says in Ezekiel chapter 37, those dry bones getting the flesh and the sinews and the breath of life back in them. We're being spiritually gathered. The elect are coming back to their heritage, their identity, knowing that they're the Hebrew Israelites. Some brothers can speculate what tribes they are. Brothers can speak the Hebrew. Brothers know how to do the herbs, go into history, etc., etc. And we're out on the highways and byways teaching us, but further gathering the elect spiritually. But then the time's going to come where the physical gathering is going to come, when Yahweh Shah is going to crack those clouds and come in that massive fathership chariot to beam all the elect.
Got one more verse.
Could you read that real quick out?
Say that again, Salaki.
Could you read the beginning of that verse one more time out, Baba Kasha?
Yeah, no problem. It says, Zephaniah 3:19, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflicted thee.
Hey, undo all that afflicted thee. These curses coming off of us, those bywords coming off of us no longer being looked at as the scum in the bottom of earth. The law, statutes, and commandments are going to be in us, and we're going to be the first fruits as we always were meant to be, the perfection of beauty, the head instead of the tail. We're going to be the standard, the beauty standard, the intelligence standard, the standard of life that everybody's going to come into, to look unto, to learn from. And it says in Micah chapter 4, verse 1 to 3, if the brother could get that for me, Baba Kasha.
I got one more line. It says, and I still got more on that Isaiah if you want me to save that, but I just got one more line in this Zephaniah. It says, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said the Lord.
Hey, point blank here, what was just said. Hey, all those that afflicted us being taken away and our captivity being turned away, us going back to being the perfection of beauty, the standard that was always supposed to be set for everybody to look unto, as it says in Deuteronomy, when the nations see you following these laws, statutes, and commandments, roughly paraphrasing, they shall say, what nation is so great and as wise as this, that has such laws and statutes and commandments from their power?
That's right.
It's to be a very beautiful day to look forward to, which, hey, with each passing day, we're getting closer and closer to it. So instead of getting weak, seeing Esau come with domestic terrorism bills, the vaccine coming, the microchip coming, food shortages, civil war, persecution, you name it, just know that the worse things get for this world, the better things get for us. And it's one day closer to becoming a praise and the fame in the world.
I'm going to go back to the Isaiah. You want one of the brothers to get something?
Well,
you got it, Kaya, and then you get that Micah, Adia, Baba Kasha, and then we'll go back to that Isaiah 65.
All right, Khan, I got the word on the benefit in the online etymology. It says from the late 14th century, benefit, good or noble deed, helpful or friendly action. Because to reconcile us again unto the Lord, to be reconciled is to become friends again with him. All right, being in one, which this is gonna go into Hebrews 8 is the epitome of that, man. Because once we get the laws back in our inward part again, all right, we're gonna be friends with the Most High again, man. We're gonna be one with him. All right, your girlfriend is what? One with you. She's intertwined with you, man. All right, so for us to be friends back with our power is a friendly action. That's a benefit from the Lord, man. You see? Because we benefit, as gonna say it, a beneficial thing, an advantage, a profit. So from a benefit, you get an advantage. So the advantages, we're gonna have the advantages over the other nations, man. All right, with dominion, all right, with riches, okay, with women, with everything, man. We're gonna have advantage over them because we have been friends with the Lord again, man. Became one again. It says profit, a charitable cause. I'm gonna jump down here to some. It says to do good, be of service. It says benefit of financial assistance in a time of need, something that aids or promotes well-being, because we're going to be well off in the kingdom of heaven. So the Israelites are going to be promoted and exalted what to a higher level, man. All right, in the sight of all the nations. It says derive a benefit from, be beneficial for. So we're going to be beneficial for the Lord as well in the kingdom of heaven to do his, to do his duty as he have prophesied in the scriptures, or have he have foretold us in the scriptures that we shall do, not unto the other nations, but unto himself as well. Go ahead,
I was gonna say too, like the scripture say, when the wicked bear rule, people mourn, but when the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. So we're gonna be beneficial to the whole earth. All right.
Yep.
Because the earth is gonna yield back those things that it once did. It was once a time in the earth, all right, where men used to carry grapes. 4 men used to carry a cluster of grapes, man. It was once a time where the water was clean. You can look through and see the fishes and see the bottom of the sea, man. But look at the earth now. It's all, the water is black, the animals are dying, trees are withering. All right, this is when the wicked is bear rule. But when we bear rule, the earth is going to be refreshed again, man.
Yeah,
all right. The air is going to be much cleaner. All right, the food is going to be much better for the body, man.
No.
That's why we did a past video and said when you read the scriptures about how the earth is going to have the Israelites ruling the earth. My bad. The earth is going to be ruled by the Israelites. Our kingdom is going to have gold streets, man.
That's right.
The different buildings and stuff like that are going to be made out of different metals, different stones and stuff. That's beneficial to the body. All right. The earth is going to have a righteous vibration on it again, man. But go ahead, Doc. You got it.
Benevolent again. You got it.
Now I said we were talking about that at camp, because shit on Canal Street, got damn near about to be a ground breaking down and shit, So, when you look at our kingdom, man, it's gonna be much more way beyond this place,
And if I could say something to back up what the elder brother was saying, yeah, there are little figurines out there showing that in the past it would take 2 men to carry a cluster of grapes because they were the size of basketballs, and not just that, but men and people in general were of a greater stature in the past, up to, let's say, 8, 9, 10 feet tall. But when the wicked bear through, the people mourn, because if you go back to Genesis, one of the curses of Cain, and we know Cain is Eastern in the reincarnation, is that the earth wouldn't yield up to him. So that's why you're seeing everything wither and die and become weaker with age, because the wicked are bearing rule. But when the righteous are back in authority, again, everything's going to be turned right side up. Everything's going to be being cultivated and ruled perfectly under the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And we're going to be that praise and that fame and that standard which everybody's going to look up to, as it says in that Micah chapter 4, verse 1-3.
I got it. Want me to bring it out?
Yeah, I got it.
This is Micah chapter 4, verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it.
As it says, but in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of Yahweh shall be established in the top of the mountain. Hey, the kingdom of Yasharallah being established. First and foremost, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and then the elect, and then the rest of the nation of Israel. We're going to be at such a height, spiritually and physically, that no other nation will ever compare. And then it says, all people shall flow unto it, because they'll see how beautifully we're going to govern the earth. Again, back in Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Keep going on.
Verse 2, and many nations shall come up and say, Come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
God. And many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh and to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. Hey, you see the nations coming up to us and learning the law, statutes, and commandments on how to live their life and how to just prosper. And that right there is a clear cut to show that not everybody is going to be equal in the kingdom of heaven. Because as we're going to get into with Hebrews chapter 8, we're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in us. But the heathens are clearly not, since they're going to have to come and learn of our ways in the law, statutes, and commandments. And also, as it says in Revelation chapter 11, make a place outside of the temple for the heathens to dwell, because they're not going to be allowed to come into the temple. A clear, distinct separation from these heathen nations and the children of God, the nation of Israel.
Right.
Read verse 3 out.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 4, verse 3. And he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
And that verse right there, if anything else hasn't sounded glorious to you, right there should go to show how beautiful the kingdom of heaven is going to be, because there's going to be no more war on the face of the earth for eternity after the kingdom of heaven is established. Because what's one thing that's been a constant since humanity came upon the face of the earth? War, death, destruction, rape, robbery, misery, you name it. Well, once Yasharal is established, none of those things are going to happen anymore. They're going to destroy their weapons of war and turn it into weapons, turn it into instruments of life, cultivation instruments to cultivate the land, cultivate their animals, and just live pretty much. There's going to be no more tanks, soldiers with M16s kicking in people's doors, atomic weapons, fighter jets, you name it.
That's right. You want me to continue out, or?
Oh no, that was it. We can go back to unless anybody.
I was gonna say too, because one of the benefits, because we're gonna basically have one of the benefits of being in our right minds. We're gonna have slaves. All right, we're gonna ultimately have peace, man. Our bodies are not gonna be broken down anymore, man. Working till you drop damn dead over here in America, man. That's gonna be a benefit, to be at peace, to wake up each morning and your body is at rest, man. Your mind is at rest. You ain't tormented with television, with all this sorts of wickedness that you see. You're not tormented when you go outside and get on the road or get around people in the mall with their conversations and the things that you see. People, you got women exposing their bodies. You got homosexuals floating about. All right. You got your own people in a bugged out state, beat down, drugged out, man. You're gonna see Israel at the height of all heights, man. Which is gonna bring you to tears, man, to see your people in a righteous state of mind.
God.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Serving the Lord in righteousness. You're gonna actually have access to the Most High, man. You're gonna have access to His Son at a constant, whenever you feel, man. But go ahead, you got it.
Hey, if I could say real quick, as Khan, as you like to say all the time, that the sky is no longer going to be brass for us, meaning we're going to have a direct connection with Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua again.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. And it tell you in Romans 8, we know that all things work together for them that love Him, that love, the Most High. But I'm gonna get this in Romans chapter 8. I'm gonna start at 36. It says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through Him that love us. Now I'm gonna get this word conquerors in the Strong's real quick. Watch what it say. Big heat.
Strong's G 5245. Hupernikao. Hupernikao.
It says to be more than a conqueror, to gain a surpassing victory.
Okay.
You see, to get more than just the dominion, and like the elder was going into other things. We're gonna get our direct connect back with the Lord again, man. We're gonna be able to be one with the earth and the elements again. We're gonna get a surpassing victory. We're gonna be more than conquerors of every single thing, man. All right, everything that our sole of our feet have touched, and even those things that our sole of our feet haven't touched, it shall be ours, man. We're gonna conquer. It says to vanquish beyond. To vanquish beyond everything. Pretty much what? Out of mind. It says to gain a decisive victory, man. You see? So it's heavy things coming to the men of the Lord. It says to carry off the victory, to come off victorious. Of the Mashiach Yahushua, victorious over all his foes. Of Christians that hold fast their faith even unto death against the power of their foes and temptation and persecution. To subdue, to overcome, prevail, to get the victory. Because it's our Father goodwill to give us the kingdom of heaven, man. So nothing is greater than the love that we have for the Lord. When we come together with him, man, we shall not be separated from it, man. You got it out. Oh,
Hey,
no. Let me finish.
Hey, Raya, real quick, get Wisdom of Solomon 16. Start at 12 and read down when you get a chance. What you about to say?
I got a little more, Salaki. It says, for I am persuaded, because I heard you mention this, that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Mashiach Yahushua, which is in the Mashiach Yahushua power, man. So we gonna get that connection back with our power, where we ain't gonna sin no more. All right, and we gonna have our heavenly our bodies, man. You got it now.
It's the scripture that I'm about to get. It proves that, because it first starts with wisdom, man. All right, it first starts with that. You gotta lay the groundwork in order to get to the final goal, man. And this is scripture. It's gonna say it. Go ahead. Just read down. I'll tell you when to stop.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 16, verse 12. For it was neither herb nor mollifying.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 12.
Oh, 6 and 12. I was in 16, Baba. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6, verse 12. Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yeah, she is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such as seek her. She prevented them that desire her, in making herself first known unto them. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, sheweth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought.
All right.
Verse 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. And love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption.
Go ahead. What 19 say?
And incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High.
And then corruption, it maketh us near unto the Most High. Just the same thing we're going to be in the kingdom. Through wisdom and through our path to the kingdom, all right? One of the benefits, we're going to be near unto the Most High, man. You're going to have free access to the Most High, free access to all that our hearts desire, man. Keep going. Go to 22.
You mind if I get a preset for you real quick? It's just one verse.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Sirach 19 and 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
Yeah, that's the benefits, everything. The unlocking of everything, man. Even our minds, we gonna be. If you ever brothers and you sisters out there ever seen that movie Lucy, we're gonna have a free unlocking of our minds, man. Our bodies and our abilities, man. Okay. You know, even right now, we on level 1, man. Not probably even we on level 0 with these bodies, man. We can't do a goddamn thing. You can't even run that long. You think too hard, you give yourself a goddamn headache over here, man. All the damn, all this damn, what it is, fluoride in the water and shit. You dumb down over here. But in the kingdom, we're gonna have free access to everything, even our bodies, man. We're gonna live forever, man. You know, we're gonna see the heights of all things that should be, man. Even wisdom. The Most High gonna unleash all this to us, man. Because that's what the Lord asked. I think he asked Ezra that. If you might can correct me. He told Ezra, man, hey, can you wave fire? All right. Do you know the depths of this and that? And he said, only thing he said was no. I don't know how to do that, my Lord. We're gonna have access to that though, man. We're gonna wave fire. We're gonna know the understanding of the stars and everything like that, man. Again.
Yeah, that was Ezra.
Yeah, bring it out. Whoever got it though.
No debt, no height, no nothing. Like it just was saying. That going to it, yo. We're gonna know every debt, height, whatever it is to know.
You want that second Ezra? Oh, select.
Yeah, go ahead. What you had, Raya?
I was just gonna say I got a precept another precept after we finish out in this Wisdom of Solomon 6 to back up something you just said.
All right. We know what finish that Wisdom of Solomon 6. Go to 22 and then go Wahaya, and I'll give it back to you.
Back in Wisdom of Solomon 6, I'm gonna reread verse 19. And incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. Therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore. As for wisdom, what she is and how she came up, I will tell you, and I will not hide mysteries from you, but will seek her out from the beginning of her nativity and bring the knowledge of her into light, and will not pass over truth.
All right, man. And it's already then started. The Lord already unleashed these secrets to these different kings and priests and men. His men in the Lord, man. His men. He already started already. The benefits of the kingdom have already started. But oh boy, wait till we really get in that, man. You think you seen some shit now, man. You ain't seen Jake in his height, man. All right? You look at all these different Jakes out here, even in this corrupt state, even in this damn cesspool, having so-called money. You ain't seen Jake yet, man. Wait till you see a Jake in a righteous state of mind. Boy, that's gonna be a bad guy, man. Man, that's gonna be you think Jake up there, showboating and seeing, you ain't seen shit yet, man. When Jake righteous, man. In the kingdom, the world is for us. The heavens is for us, man. You ain't seen shit yet, man. Hey, man, go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, after while he gets that precept, could somebody get me a Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7, read verse 17 to 21? Baba Kashan, also somebody get me Isaiah 40, verse 29 to 31.
Yeah,
I got the Isaiah.
That's a good one in the Wisdom of Solomon 7. But give me that one, Badia, that you were holding.
Real quick. This is 2 Ezra 4 and 5. And I said, tell on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, go thy way, weigh me the weight of the fire, or measure me the blast of the wind, or call me again the day that is past. Then answered I and said, what man is able to do that thou shouldest ask such things of me?
Yeah, but it's gonna come a day with an Israelite man, all right? The Israelite men gonna have the ability to do that, man. And every big and call. We're gonna have the power to do that. We're gonna, like the scripture says in Revelations, these are they that have power to call fire from heaven. it's gonna come a day to that, man. That's another benefit of the kingdom. All right. Just like these Edomites in their world, they have the ability to blow a Jake away and nothing happens on camera with witnesses. Well, that day gonna come for the men of the Lord too. We're gonna have, but they got Edomites out here calling this saying now, I'm a privileged white woman. I'm a privileged. Well, it's gonna come a day where we're gonna be privileged too on the earth, man, with these powers. I want to see if you like them too. I want to see if you like that, man. When we get our power. But go ahead, Doc. You got it. I can go, boy. I can go in on you, devil, boy.
Con.
Say Wisdom of Solomon 7.
Verse 17 to 21. But hey, as the elder brother was saying, we're going to have the knowledge of all things in the kingdom of heaven. And as we'll see in this Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7, King Solomon had the knowledge of many things, but as we know, his kingdom, which was a golden age, was just a shadow of the kingdom of heaven to come, which is going to be for eternity and be on 144% more level.
So Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17. For he have given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements.
Hey, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements, we're actually going to know how everything on this earth actually works. And also we're gonna be able to see Genesis to Revelation in the kingdom of heaven. So we're gonna see how it was made, watching the Elohim do it. The elect were the Elohim, so they're gonna know how to do it. And also we're gonna know the workings of the elements that Esau says exist, and then the elements that they don't know about, and even more elements that haven't even been discovered, and be able to manipulate them like the snap of a finger.
The beginning.
And just how Esau uses these elements to make weapons and bombs and all that shit, we're going to use the elements to create things that add unto life in peace and harmony.
All right. 18. The beginning, ending, and midst of the times. The alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons.
Hey, as I said, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times. Like I just said, we'll be able to watch Genesis all the way up to Revelations, and then the new story starts in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to have the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, the end, and then the future.
Which going back into the scriptures, ye are gods, but you should die like men. We're gonna be literally gods again, man. We're gonna literally be a power in the earth again, man.
Con.
Because going into Isaiah, I think the 42nd or the 41st chapter, it tell you about the breakdown of a person that if they think they're a god. If you're a god, you're supposed to know the past, present, and future of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and guess what? We're gonna have it all, man. Going back even to Adam, one of the lessons that Adam was taught, it was all righteousness. Man. Now that same Adam knows both. He knows even us. We know the Adamites, which were Israel. It was the name of Israel before it was Israel. Now we know good and evil, man. We know what it is to be righteous, and we damn sure know what it is when you go off and be evil, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have the proper tools now to guide and rule the earth and dominion, and then be true judges in the earth. Because when you are a judge, you have to judge righteously, man, with balance, with equity, man.
That's right.
All right, with all gravity, and we're gonna do that, man. Go ahead, Doc.
If I could say two things real quick to back up what the elder brother was saying in that Isaiah 40, where it says, "Hey, show your case if you were a god, you'll be able to tell things which are to come." On a low level, we're seeing the benefits of the kingdom right now, knowing the beginnings, the middle, and the endings of times. Because through our understanding of these scriptures, we can tell you what happened in the past, what's going on right now, and what's going to happen with prophecy to bring about the kingdom of heaven.
I just want to tell y'all brothers, Shabbat Shalom.
All right, Shabbat Shalom.
And also the fact that the elder brother was saying, we're learning the tools right now to discern between good and evil. And what does a prince do when he's growing up? He's learning how to become king from his father. So through our spiritual father, We are apostles and elders, and ultimately Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. We're princes in learning to become the kings and priests who are going to rule for eternity in the kingdom of heaven.
Mm-hmm. Verse 19. The circus of years and the position of stars.
Hey, and that circuit
ahead.
and the positions of stars, hey, that goes into that full right-handed righteous understanding of the tree of life, which is the seasons. Knowing how to look at the constellations like the Issachar, knowing what times are supposed to come with the harvests and different signs. And hey, on the right hand, knowing what all these different zodiac signs and all these other astrological and astronomical things mean.
The natures of living creatures and the furies of wild beasts. The violence of winds and the reasonings of men.
Hey, the violence of winds. Hey, we'll be able to measure winds and the violence of them, which goes back to that Esdras when the angel asked him, "Can you weigh fire or water?" We're going to be able to do that. We're going to be able to measure as it said, the violence of winds. We're going to have full knowledge of the elements and everything.
The diversities of plants and the virtues of roots.
Hey, a full understanding of the herbs and all their medicinal remedies. There's going to be no.
I'm agreeing with you, brother. You on the road, the spirit on you.
Hey, there's going to be no going to a hospital and getting a vaccine because you got polio or something. There's going to be no going to a hospital to get your stomach cut open and get a piece of metal in you because you're all jacked up. We're going to know the full understanding of the herbs and the roots and the elements and be able to heal people naturally. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. Hey, the elder brother from the South Carolina camp, he was speculating on things in the kingdom, but he said something that really caught my attention. He said, the water may be so medicinal in the kingdom of heaven that say somebody's all cut up or bruised up. They may just be able to jump in the water and come back out. And the water being full of elements and all those medicinal purposes, they may get out and be fully healed. That's the type of time we're coming into in the kingdom of heaven.
All right, I got one for you too.
Come.
You know, this is a benefit of the kingdom. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 5:14 says, "For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin feather that is drawn away with a storm, like a smoke which is has dissipated. Messing up. Here is there with a tempest, pass it away as the remembrance of a guest that travaileth both a day, but the righteous live forevermore. Their reward is also is with the Lord, and the care of them, all right, the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom. All right, a beautiful crown from the hands, a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. All right, for with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. He shall take to him his jealousy for a complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. The Lord gonna make us a literal weapon in the earth, man. And he told you before, I'm gonna make you a sharp thrusting instrument. He's gonna literally do that for the elect. We're gonna be a weapon in the earth, man. We ain't gonna be no need for no weapons, man. AK-47s, ARs and shit, missiles and shit. We're gonna be the weapon. All right.
Hey,
go ahead.
I was gonna say it says we're gonna be covered by the right hand of the Most High, which going back to what we were saying earlier, we're gonna have that full connection back with the Most High, and also being his right hand, literally his right hand man or men on the earth, being his weapons, his ministers, his rulers, you name it. And as it said at the beginning of those verses that the elder brother was bringing out, the knowledge of the wicked, roughly paraphrasing, and be like a vapor. As it says in Psalms chapter 73, envy not the oppressor, because all these things you see that we have now, in an instant, it's going to disappear like a dream.
Right. I got a little more.
Yeah.
It says, he shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate and true judgment instead of a helmet. He shall take holiness for an invisible shield. His severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise.
Hey, beautiful.
Oh man.
What was it? What was it saying? Revelation chapter 2. I don't even want to paraphrase it because it's so beautiful. This is Revelation. I can get it real quick. I'm there anyway. Revelation chapter 2. I'm gonna start at 25, which is in red letters, so it's Yahushua speaking. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. Hey, having the spirit on us and praying as King David did, that the spirit doesn't depart from us, and doing everything we can right now to stay in those good graces to keep the spirit on us until the time comes, the faith and the patience of the saints. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, to be that weapon, that instrument, that terror the Most High on the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received in my Father. And as it says in Psalms chapter 2, ask of me and I will give thee the heathen. Yahweh speaking
for thine inheritance.
For that Khan. And then what does it say in Romans? A joint heirs with Hamashiach. So hey, the elect are going to be joint heirs with Yahushua being at the right hand of Yahushua, while Yahushua is at the right hand of the Father. It's just one beautiful, uninterrupted connection of righteousness. You had some more in that one, Elder?
That was it on that. That was it.
Oh, Khan. You had a precept wad yet?
Khan,
Samakia. Read, finishing off in Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 21, and then you got it, Wadia.
Khan.
All right. There's Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 21. And all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know.
And this was King Solomon speaking. And hey, when King Solomon got older, he went off, which kickstarted the downfall of the kingdom of Israel. But the kingdom we're coming into right now, the kingdom of Yahushua, the kingdom of heaven, is going to be for eternity. And things are going to be made manifest to us that even King Solomon didn't know. And it's just going to keep, our knowledge is going to keep continually building up for eternity. And it's going to be the benefit of all existence.
We'll go down that was on. You wanted 21, didn't you?
Khan. You got a wad.
Khan, this is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. And I want to get the etymology of the word crown. We got a lot of meat on it. James 1 and 12. Blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord had promised to them that love him. You got it, Doc. I'm going to get that word crown.
Reread it again, Baba Kashat.
James 1 and 12. Blessed is the man that endures temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord had promised to them that love him.
Hey, hold fast to that which ye have until I come. Hey, you endure to the bitter end like a good soldier of Yahushua Hamashiach, as it says in Timothy's, not being entangled with the cares of this world. You're staying 10 toes down, staying on your purpose, staying on that straight path, not wavering to the left or the right. Hey, Abaratazah, and enduring all the way till the kingdom and getting that crown of life and being the first fruits in the kingdom of heaven, that first dominion. As it says in Revelation chapter 20, verse 8, because some brothers will be martyrs in this truth. And as it says, those that were beheaded for the truth of Hamashiach, but still stood firm, shall rule in the first dominion in that first 1,000 years. So that's definitely something worth fighting for and dying for when you know what the end goal is, when you know what that eternal reward is, and what should even put more of a fire in your spirit is to know that this is the last reincarnation before the kingdom of heaven. So this is your last shot to make the cut, to make it right, and to get in.
That's right. And I want to get that word crown. That word crown, it says Strong's G4735. The finals, it says a mark of royal or exalted rank. It says the eternal blessedness, which will be given as a prize to the genuine of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
It speaks for itself, a royal mark, that blessing which will be given to those. What did it say, Ak?
It says the eternal blessedness, which will be given as a prize to the genuine servants of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
Hey, those that hold fast until Yahweh Shai comes. Hey, again, being a good soldier of Yahweh Shai, not being entangled with the affairs of this life, and not getting weak at the very end, and taking your hand off the plow and looking back like Lot's wife just to get beat with many stripes because you had a weak spirit.
I was gonna say one thing too. I don't know if you should have hit it on it, but having those spiritual bodies and our bodies being changed, man, we gonna look different. All right, we're gonna speak the Hebrew, and I got a scripture too to prove that we're gonna, one of the scriptures how we gonna look, man. This is Job 33:25. It says, "His flesh shall be fresher than children's." It says, "He shall return to the days of his youth." Yeah, we're gonna look different, man. The scripture tell you also in Isaiah that our children are gonna play with different wild animals and shit, and nothing gonna happen because they gonna have spiritual powers. Our women gonna have spiritual powers, man. We gonna everything about all these scratches and nicks and things wrong with our bodies. It's gonna be changed, man. We're gonna look better than what we do now, man.
Yeah.
I'll read it again. Job 33.
I got one to back that up too.
Yeah, Job 33:25. His flesh shall be fresher than a children's. He shall return to the days of his youth.
Hey, as the elder brother just said in that verse, which pretty much speaks for itself, his flesh shall be fresher than what it say?
Than a child's.
Fresher than a child. Hey, they say as smooth as a baby's bottom. Hey, from being spiritual Absalom from head to toe, not a mar, a scratch, a lopsided eye, big nostrils, jacked up fingernails, no hair, a bad hairline from head to toe. Hey, everything can be king sized if you can receive it.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be literally perfect. No more Yankee number 3 weeds, man.
Mm-hmm.
Women gonna have long hair past your ass and your ankles, man. Because that's a woman crown. That's what a woman really cares about. That's one of the things a woman really cares about. The crown. The scripture tell you that's her crown, man. Just like Yahweh Shai is our crown. That's the one thing that you're supposed to care about.
And it's
all that we're gonna get all that back, man. What you about to say out?
And what did it say at the end of the verse? You shall be as you were in your youth.
Yeah, it says, he shall return to the days of his youth.
Hey, every Israelite for eternity is going to look. You know how people on this side, there's one particular time in their age where they're the most fit, the most beautiful, the most healthy. Well, that's where every Israelite's going to be when their body grows up to be an adult. They're going to be in the.
I can bring this scripture out real fast. It's one of my favorites. This 1 John 3:2. I'm gonna get to the point. It says, "Beloved," meaning the elect. "Now are we the sons of the power, and it do not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him. For we shall see him as he is."
Hey, What does it say in Isaiah chapter 47? When I meet you, I will not meet you as a man, but as an angelic force. The nation of Israel is going to look like a youthful, beautiful, perfect angelic force. We can only read that verse and speculate what it's not going to be, but we haven't even seen what Yahushua is going to look like when he returns. But as it says, we shall be as him. So it's going to be beyond comprehension on the level that the nation of Israel is going to be, not just on a physical level, but on a spiritual level. And if I could also say, when Moses got the law, statutes, and commandments, when he came down from the mountain, that wisdom caused his face to shine.
Yep.
Well, hey, when we have the law, statutes, and commandments in us, we're going to have a glow about us.
I got the precept right here for you.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to bring it up. All right. This is Daniel 12:3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
Hey, you can break it down if you want to, Ak. I know you were holding it.
Go ahead.
You know,
Go ahead.
saying, hey, we're gonna be shining like the firmament. You know, like on Bruce Leroy at the end, he was fighting against Show Enough, and he was glowing.
Yeah, nigga was doing like this.
Gonna have that glow. You know, it ain't gonna be no guessing in the kingdom who are Israelite and who ain't. You're gonna know them by that glow.
And Jake has.
Now go ahead.
If I could say real quick, hey, Khan, that was a great analogy. And here's another one. Jake has a love affair with Dragon Ball Z. So what happens when the characters go Super Saiyan, when they go to their perfection, so to speak? They have that golden aura around them that's just constantly pulsating energy. And these are all just carnal examples that the Most High put the Spirit on these creators to make, to show us to be in the kingdom of heaven. But we're not going to have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Hey, and just like Yahushua said, we shall be joint heirs. Even ye shall do greater things than me. And did not Yahushua create the 144,000? Did not the Lord give him charge? Well, we're going to be able to create people in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's one of the benefits of being a joint heir, man.
Well, when you say that, we're gonna bring back the 2/3, man. You know, we're gonna have power, like when the brothers say that, because you know, they'll try to twist shit. We're gonna bring back the 2/3, man. We're gonna bring back the 2/3. According to
let me finish.
Solomon.
That's it. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, we're gonna. That's where I'm at. Yeah, bring it out there. Bring it out.
Yeah, you ain't kind of let me finish it. What I was meant by for us creating a person, like, you know, for as our little sister, whatever, we're gonna be able to build them, man. You know, creation is made through what? Through sex. We get, you know, we understand that, you know, but I was gonna, you know, bring this up. This Song of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 8. It says we're gonna be able to build on our, you know, where we done had, you know, our you know, brothers and sisters. It says if Song of Solomon 8 and 8, we have a little sister and she had no breast. That what shall we do for our sister in a day when she shall be spoken for? If she be a wall, we will build upon her a palace of silver. You see? Hey. So go ahead.
Oh, you got your point.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, in the kingdom, man, if you're a Jake, you got a little woman, she got a little popcorn booty, man. You're gonna be able to make that thing how you want, man. You know, I'm just trying to bring the analogy close to like a pop, you know. But Jake, you're gonna be able to fashion your woman or your women how you want to, man. In the kingdom of heaven, man.
Or if you like a popcorn booty, you can make you
make more popcorn.
It's to your life. Hey, it's to your heart's desire. Another benefit of the Lord that we're gonna receive in the kingdom of heaven is gonna be to our heart's desire. Pretty much if our hearts think upon it or pound upon it, it's gonna be made manifest like that, man. We ain't gonna. Another benefit, we ain't gonna have to wait for nothing in the kingdom of heaven. Right now, man, I wait for everything. My food, my fucking clothes to finish drying and washing. We don't have to wait for nothing in the kingdom of heaven, bro. Like, you just be in the world sometimes, you just find yourself impatient. You know, man, a lot of these things you be patient on, and sometimes you just be like, man, I don't feel like waiting for this shit, man. You know,
Yeah, because
it says
one thing about being in this state of mind under the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, you think faster than the people in the world now, man. You processing shit all every second. You just processing shit. You know, even you walk in the spot like, man, look at this. You can smell pork in the air. Like, man, let me get the hell out of here, man. You just processing shit better and faster than everybody. This truth make you smarter, man. That's another thing. If it make us smarter now, imagine in the kingdom, man. It's gonna be bad, bro.
Hey,
it
it's like
says, I got a little move.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Make your point.
I'm just gonna say, hey, it's like that movie Limitless. He took that pill and like he was just on a whole nother level mentally than everybody else.
When he got off it, he was all the way in underneath the earth. It says, if she be a wall, we will build upon her a palace of silver. This is gonna go into saying both. And if she be a door, we will enclose her with boards of cedar, meaning decorate her, man. You know, for a furniture or whatever, you know, according to what you're liking. He say, I am a wall, and my breasts are like towers, man. So he made his wisdom and knowledge like towers up there, man. Because you know when you go into breasts, a man don't carry breasts. So his wisdom and knowledge was what? Through the roof. When Yahweh asks your son, which is Yahweh Shah, what do he desire? He said the wisdom and knowledge of his people. The Lord added everything else unto Solomon, man. Just because he was gracious and asked for wisdom and Solomon. Go ahead.
Same thing with that analogy of that scripture. We're gonna be able to add unto our woman's breast. Your woman, you know, got a little small little things. You're gonna be able to put them puppets on the gate, man.
That's right.
If you want to in that day, man.
And them concubines too.
Oh, hell with them. They're gonna be able to, hey, man. Yeah, man, them too, bro. I'm fucking
If you want to, you know what I'm saying?
fuck with them too, but hey, it is what it is.
Right.
It said, Solomon said in the Song of Solomon 8 and 10, this is a fire one. It says, I am a wall and my breasts like towers. Meaning his wisdom is out. Come on, bro. We ain't gonna even be able to search the depths of our wisdom from them, man. We're gonna be turned, all our cells gonna be turned up. We're gonna be a lucid times 152 million thousand, man. All right? We're gonna be able to transmit times and it's gonna be out there. But it says, then was I in his eyes as one that found favor. We don't been upon favor in the sight of the Lord again, man. And he gonna give us whatever we desire. You see? You got it out.
Yeah, because we're gonna be angelic, man. And angelic meaning we're gonna have spiritual power, but we're gonna also have the power to eat and drink, have sex, produce kids.
Yeah.
All right, live forever. These are the things that's getting ready to happen in the transitioning of the world, man. Because we've been living in these chains of darkness, meaning these bodies that are incorruptible. We get old, we get wrinkly, we get tired, we get injured. But in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna have angelic bodies, man. We're gonna be some bad, what they say, bad mamma jammas, man. You know? Literally, man. You know how it's gonna be to have the power to eat and drink, live forever, run and be not weary, man. I think that's what is Zechariah 12 about 8.
I'm holding it out.
Oh, that's the spirit, man.
You got Isaiah too.
Yeah,
bring it up, man.
on the Lord.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah, bring it out, Raya. That's the spirit, though, man.
Khan. This is Zechariah chapter 12, verse 8. In that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of Yahweh before them.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be definitely levels to this thing. You looking at the governing body of the nation of Israel, man. All right, these different men, all right, that you see on these highways and byways, the Lord's gonna bless them with power beyond power, man. All right, and like I said, it's gonna be levels to Israel. The average Israelite in the kingdom of heaven gonna make the Warren Buffetts of the world look like welfare cases, man. All right. And then you got the top elites of Israel that's going to be vast in wealth, man. It's going to be beyond your understanding. It's crazy now, man. That's why Paul said what he said. Just for me to utter what I think of the kingdom. And somebody give me that too, man.
I get it.
He said, man, just for me to utter what I think the kingdom of heaven is going to be, I still fall short, man.
Mm.
It's not even close.
Right.
Not even remotely close to understanding the kingdom of heaven, man. And we say certain things, it's not even close to what it's going to be, man. The kingdom of heaven is going to be like, it's going to be like a party beyond parties, man. You know, go ahead if you found it. And what you about to say, Brian? I think you're about to say something too.
I'm just gonna say it's gonna be incomprehensible what the 144 the level the 144,000 are gonna be on.
You found it? Yeah, bring it out.
It's 2 Corinthians 12:4. I'm gonna start at 3. And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell, Yahweh knoweth, how that he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words, which it is not lawful for a man to utter. Of such in one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmity.
Right. Yeah, you know, it's not even close. Things that we say, some of the things, you know, that the scriptures give out about the, you know, what it is, Revelation 21, around 12 down to 14, it give you a depiction of the kingdom of heaven.
I'm gonna be right back.
Huh? Yeah, that's not even, you know, that's close, but that's not even close to how it's gonna be, man. How it's gonna look, how it's gonna smell. You know, because I think about those different crystals and those different rocks and stuff. It's gonna let off an aura in the morning, man. It's gonna be like a rainbow in the morning when the sun hits these different buildings and the streets being paved with gold, man. You know, the different animals and things like that. It's gonna be amazing, man. The waterfalls, the rainfalls and shit, man. It's gonna be amazing, man. This is really gonna be back the Garden of Eden. All right, the Fertile Crescent, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. You need to get back and everything.
Come on. Brother, have a precept?
Hey, you talking about that Revelation?
Which one? Revelation? What you had?
At 21:4, I believe.
Well, we may get that one later, but for now, Wadi, you still holding that Isaiah 40 verse 29 to 31?
Yes.
Con, we'll get that. Then somebody give me what was it? Hebrews 8, read verse 9 to 12, and then we'll, if anybody else doesn't have anything, we'll probably just Isaiah 65.
Okay.
Hey, like I said, we could talk about the kingdom all night, man. One thing about it, man, we have all faith and we believe in the kingdom. We believe the kingdom of heaven. Give me Revelation Romans 9:4 too. This is a part of the kingdom too, man. You know, yeah. And we believe in the kingdom of heaven, man. We have brothers have dreams and all type of things about the kingdom. It's kind of like when you watch that movie Life and Ray had a belief and opening up that club, man, like the boom room, man.
Yeah, boom room.
And all of them had that belief. There was in there. This person was in there that night, and shit like that. That's how it is to us, man. But it's going to be really true. It's going to be really a place. The kingdom of heaven is going to really be a place. The 12 gates, all that stuff, man. It's not a fairy tale. It's not a make believe. You know, Harry Potter goddamn book, man. This is things that's going to really happen. You know, these things are really going to happen, man. You got that Romans?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, bring it out real quick.
This is Romans 9 verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory?
Which happened? Adoption already happened. That's the Lord died on the cross. All right, dying on Calvary for the nation of Israel, shedding his blood. All right, the glory is the kingdom, man. All right, go ahead.
and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promise.
All those things are the benefits of the kingdom, man. Which is going to be bestowed on us, man. All right, we're gonna be sitting around because we're gonna have the law, statute, commandments in our inward parts, and we also gonna judge the nations, man. The nations are gonna still have to deal with the law, statute, commandments. All right, being passed down from us to them because we're gonna have it. We ain't gonna have to teach our brothers no more in the kingdom, but we're gonna have to teach them because they're gonna go off, man. You're gonna have you brothers out there that's behind the camera. You may be set up as a judge, man. You're gonna hold court with these devils, man. You're gonna hold court with a goddamn Moabite from going off in the law. We caught him in the goddamn field doing some shit he ain't had to do. You gonna judge him, as so. You know? Shit, our kids gonna have slaves, our women gonna have slaves, personal slaves that they dealt with, man. What they gonna deal with, man. You know, come on, man. You better see how it is. The women, girl, do my hair. Wash your feet. That shit is gonna happen, man. We coming back to a ruling class mentality, man. You brothers gonna get you know how they be. You remember your boy, man, on which one of the movies it was, man? Well, I know it happened on Lovecraft Country, man. When you remember your Raya when your boy walked in, all the Edomite women went to washing them with soap and water and shit. I think it happened on Coming to America too, man. We're gonna make Coming to America look like a dead Chuck E. Cheese, man. Real shit. You know? Brothers gonna have lions and shit, giraffes and shit, man. All type of fruits and all. It's gonna be wild, man. Like the brother said earlier, it's gonna be beyond our heart desire, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. Hey man, the Lord had to tell some of these niggas to chill out, man. Cause Jake you mad at Jake with all that power, man.
All right, just thinking of shit all day long.
Diamonds and rubies and shit. Jake, and this brother here, Jake got goals in their mouth. Jake gonna go get them diamonds and shit in their mouth, man.
Tell you,
big
They
time.
gonna lose their fucking minds out here, man.
big gems.
Women beyond women. Jake gonna lose it. Boy, Jake gonna smooth crazy, man. Hey, brother. Hey, chill out, brother. Calm down. You got brothers now. Brothers get full of that young, get the hollering shit. They ain't got nothing to do with the top. Man,
Tearing shit down, man. Picture the brother 8 feet, 9 feet with all the spirit of the Lord on him. Jake gonna be tearing shit. Jake might fall down and break all the ground and shit, man. It's gonna be up there, boy, for real.
Right.
Up there, man.
Yes, indeed.
Gonna be yoked up. Third leg on fleek, man. You gonna tear some shit up, man.
Good.
It's gonna be real, man.
A quick one for you that you just said about us when Ray was telling them, you know, and they was picturing it. You know what I'm saying?
They believe. They
believe. Here you go, quickly. This 2 Corinthians 4 and 13. It says, we having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written. I believe, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore we speak on it, man.
Yeah, man. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. And that's how we is. We talk about the kingdom on a day-to-day basis sometimes, man. The kingdom is something that we believe in. So as we believe, so it shall be, man. It's gonna be, it's here, it's coming. All right. You got it out.
Con. Hey, we'll just we'll drop that Isaiah 40 and Hebrews 8, but we'll go back to Isaiah 65 read verse 19 down to 24. Baba Kashai, whoever's got it.
I'll get it. Isaiah, what you say?
65, start at 19 and go down to 24.
This is Isaiah 65 and 19. It says, and I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying.
Hey, because the Most High is going to take you and his people. We're going to have that connection again. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in us. So we're never going to commit wickedness again, and we're going to live for eternity. We're going to be at peace, perfect health, perfect youthful looks. You're never going to break down or get sick, and you're going to have spiritual powers. You're not going to have to worry about waking up at 4 in the morning to go to the job, eat a bunch of abominable food, or anything like that. There's going to be no need for crying or weeping or lamenting.
Yeah, your eyes not gonna get dim, or your force not going to get abated. Meaning your strength not gonna leave you. You pretty much not gonna come from out your youth, man. You see, you ain't gonna grow old in the kingdom of heaven. Now, however, you know the Lord got it set up. You know that's how He got it set up for how we, you know, we go back and forth. But your eyes not gonna get dim, and your strength not gonna fail, man. We ain't gonna grow weak and weary no more, man.
Yeah, I brought the scripture out. You know, we gonna live forever, man. Like you said, man's. Hey, we gonna go back. Hey, man, you gonna be able to do what you want to do, man.
And
you want to look old,
yeah.
you gonna look old. You want to look like a young man, you gonna look like a young man one day, man. But we gonna get our full youth back, man. And like I said, your flesh should turn as children. We know these. You look at some of your kids, baby, they have the smoothest skin.
Yeah.
There is, man. They look young. You know, there ain't no wrinkles or none of that shit, man. We gonna get that. That's gonna be a benefit. Cause we see these niggas be talking about, oh, go black don't crack, but that shit shows shadow in Babylon.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they got some jakes out.
Or you look at Lil Wayne, you be like, God damn, nigga lived a rough life, man.
Oh, they got some jakes that like they've been hit with the whole backside of the interstate in the face, boom, and survived that bitch, man. Jake tore up down here, bro.
Hey, tore up.
Y'all remember that one Jake that came to camp and said he was like in his early 30s, but he looked like he was in his mid 40s,
mid 60s.
Well, like you think you at least 60. Like when Will and Boy told him Bad Boy. He said, "Oh, you is?" He said, "Man, I'm 19." He said, "You at least 40, nigga. You at least 30 or 40." We have been on you.
That dude like he was in his mid 60s, man. He was 30 years old, man.
Yeah,
God damn.
That's bad for Jake, bro. That's bad because that's how Edom look. Edom will tell you 24. You'll think Edom in his late 50s.
Right.
You 24? I'm telling you, bro. It says Isaiah 65:20 says, "There shall be no more an infant of days, nor an old man that had not filled his days. For the child shall die shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed."
And it's pretty much saying, hey, Jake's going to be in his youth for eternity. And instead an infant, I don't want to pair. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old. The sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. So, hey, all the nation of Israel living in their youth for eternity. It's saying, roughly paraphrasing, the old man is never going to get old, and an infant going to reach his days and never get old.
You're going to feel his days because the child, when you compare the age of a child, you think of what? Being little. We're going to just do the comparison on this side. You think of 1 year old, 4 years old, 7, but it says it shall be 100 years old, meaning what? The child going to fill his days up. All right? That's what that means, man. It says
because we know Abraham, Moses, all them, they lived a long time, man.
Yeah.
You know, they lived a long time compared to over here, but Noah, and the list goes on. We're gonna live forever, man. We're gonna live forever, man. We don't, we prophesy in part, we say in part, prophesy in part. So, the Most High gonna fill us in on everything else, man. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
How everything else go. We're gonna know everything, man.
Yeah, we good once he say we gonna be immortal, bro. I'm good with that.
Right.
I'm good. You know what come with immortality? Eternity.
It's forever.
That's automatic. If you're immortal, then eternity is you get eternity by default when you're immortal. I'm cool. Like whatever else we can roll. Let's get it. It says, "And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them."
Keep reading.
"They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands.
As it first said, they shall not build a house and another inhabit, or plant a vineyard and another shall eat. What does that go back to? The curses, when it says when we would plant and another would eat, or we would build a house or another would inhabit, or we would get a wife, but another would betroth her. That means the curses are going to be off of us and on our enemies, and we're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments on us, so we'll never go off again. Hence, we'll never have the curses on us. It'll be perfect harmony and peace and beauty. On this side, whenever Jake puts his hand to something, you ever notice how it always starts off nice, but then something will happen to where it just completely falls apart? Or say you do make it in society, you're going to have to break bread with Esau and do something wicked. Well, that's not going to be the case in the kingdom of heaven. Everything you put your hands to do shall be accomplished perfectly.
Hey, this the word to belong.
86.
Hold on.
Bala.
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 This is the word to be long enjoy. It says to wear out, become old, to wear out by use, to use up completely, to enjoy, use to the full.
Yeah.
So we gonna be the full age, the whole that day, them 1,000 years. Because Methuselah lived, I believe it's like 960 something years, but we gonna live that whole 1,000. All right, that full day. It says to wax old.
We're gonna live forever, man. Literally,
Forever.
we're gonna live forever and ever, man. Without no problem, man. That's why it says like the brother. I'm gonna put on the comment board real fast. Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess it, the kingdom forever, even forever and ever, man.
Yep.
But these, I'm gonna say this. But these nations, all right, that we're gonna have in slavery, we're gonna have under us. Even they're gonna basically have these same chains of darkness, that these bodies that wear out, man, that get old and decrepit and fall apart, man. Go ahead.
If I could say, hey, you had that character Buzz Lightyear, and what would he always say? To infinity and beyond. That's going to be the nation of Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna long enjoy the work of our hands. That's why the Lord said He not unforgiving for to forget our labor of love, man. Because He righteous in his recompense. The way He gonna repay us, man. You work. Hey, Jake, listen. You work for the Lord right now, you get the kingdom of heaven in eternity, man. Right. I mean, I don't know what else could motivate you. I don't know what else to say to motivate you, man. That's enough.
Hey, just off that scripture where it says that basically a man should have when a man in the kingdom have a child, he gonna make a small nation, basically, man. That's a lot of work being put in. That's a lot of days, man, to make for one man to have a children full of nations. Jake already try to do it now. Jake have 10 kids and shit. Jake tried to do it now. So imagine in that body, that's a lot of days that been passed for one man to have a nation full of kids, man. That's a lot.
Got it.
Yeah, because Jake right now reached their with the state when the man can't get it up and shit no more. Jake get cut off. Jake can't, Jake get a certain state of here. Jake don't even want pop nothing no more, man. Jake just be ready to go get Jake just be old and shit, bro.
Yeah, the brothers on the comment board, wake up the dead one for the Most High. Brothers gonna have their own chariots and shit, man. All right. Like you read in Ezekiel how the chariots follow the angels wherever they went at. The chariots gonna do the same for us, man. No, Esau trying to do it now. You got like the new BMW 7 Series. They hit a button, the car backs up out the garage for you, man. Pulls up. The chariots been had that shit. The chariots just pop up for the for the angels and shit like that. We're gonna have the same powers, man. We're gonna have power and technology beyond technology, as they say, man. We're gonna really see what it's hidden for, man. We're gonna really see what it's hidden for with the Most High. We know it's gonna be good. We ain't gotta. Hey, we can bet our bottom dollar on the Most High, man. How it's gonna be, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Hey, I tell you this: if the chariots or the angels follow us in hell, how much more in heaven? They follow us now in They follow us in hell around all the time. So how much more in the kingdom of heaven? Is a no-brainer, really. It says, they shall not labor in vain. 23. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble. For they are the seed of the blessed. No trouble gonna come now, man. For they are the seed of the blessed of Yahweh, and their offspring with them. Hey, man, that's heavy. That's heavy, bro.
God, the seed of the blessed Yahweh and their offspring.
And their offspring.
And so the beginning with the elect and then the 2/3, showing that even the 2/3 aren't going to be troubled in the kingdom of heaven. Everybody's going to be good for eternity.
Hey, we got to get 24. And it shall come to pass. This is a great benefit of the Lord. That before they call, I will answer them. So that means what? Direct connect for heavenly falls in his power, man. I mean, y'all will shine his power. We're going to reconnect. He said, before they call, I answer. And while they are yet speaking, I'm going to automatically hear him and grant it to them, man.
Just
in that order.
Got it.
In that order.
Everything on and then some. You're gonna have it ready for you before you even ask for it.
Before you even think about it. There.
We can't make this up, bro. We ain't making this up, bro. Like the Lord ain't making shit up, bro. The Lord said in Numbers 23 and 19 that he could do anything but lie, man.
That's right.
So he gonna stand good. We know he gonna stand good. That's why we had a faith to work, man. That's why we working. You know, Abba Ratazah meet and the brothers that's on this screen and men that's in like mind and like manner, that's in working in sincerity, that they reap the fruits of their rewards, man. You know, Lord willing, you gotta
we want all that, man. We want all that.
We want it all.
Mm-hmm.
All down to the period, man. We want all of it, man. That's why we ain't out here, you know, we ain't out here going out here in the brick cold, the heat, the snow, and everything else for nothing, man. We want all that, man. Because we believe in it. All right, we believe these things are going to be granted into the men of the Lord and their families and beyond, man. You know. But you had one more, I believe.
Oh no, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, you can send us out.
Any brothers have any other precepts?
Nah, I have not.
Con. So with that, we hope you sincere Akim out there were edified by this Shabbat lesson. And again, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who ruled and teach well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe, making brothers endure until the end. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.